Hey, the Pioneers, this is MJKK 613.14. Coming back at you one more time. Pi through my eyes. Unofficial. The way I see it, the way I view it, the way I've come to understand it. I do want to say to all new subscribers to the channel, welcome. Thank you. Thank you for all the views for the videos. Hope, like I say, I hope you're getting something out of it. I did reread a comment, pat me on the back or whatever, kudos, I was on point and stuff like that. And in that comment was, hope pioneers hear it. I forget which video it was or whatever. But see, my issue, is I can only promote so much because of my involvement in Pi. Being a mod in Pi, we can't self-promote. We can't self-advertise. We can't even direct new pioneers to information. Good or, I don't want to say good or bad. Good or bad, So, the only way, if you think what I'm putting out is relevant, on point, that should be heard by by others, then I'm going to ask you. It's up. Like I say, I can only promote so much. Then I'm asking you, if you think the information is worth, or the video, that video is worth whatever, pass it on. Pass it on to pioneers that don't know, that are new. I'm more targeted towards new, but even older pioneers, pass it on. They need to hear it too. And that's kind of what's leading me to this video today. Because there are a lot of older pioneers. There's pioneers, newer pioneers I can understand. I can understand the thought, the direction, how they view, and I can understand that. And even at 90 days, nobody's going to get Pi in 90 days. And no, it takes a while to truly understand Pi's goal, what Core's created, Pi's goal, what Pi can do, and how massive Pi is, how big Pi is. Most of it don't look at it. It even took me, I knew Pi was big. I knew it was crossing boundaries, and I knew it was tearing down walls between us around the world, the racist and the prejudiced and the not knowing the culture and all that. Pi has that power because we are one community doing business, being able to do business with each other around the world 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, without borders and seamless, peer-to-peer. And it's even bigger than that. It's even bigger than that. When you start looking to run parallel with the government currency, you are bigger than all of us, man. But it takes all of us to make it happen. And it takes all of us. I'm not saying we don't need to be a cult, and we don't need to be of the same mindset. Wrong way. We need to be of the same mindset, but we don't need to be of the same thinking, because that's what makes us individuals. That's what makes us unique. That's what makes us talented. Is how we view things. But when we're working to a positive end, Pi's goal, positive end. It's all. We're 25 to 30 million people. I don't think people realize how much clout that carries. Just being 25 to 30 million people carries a lot of clout, man. That's a lot of people take notice. People will take notice. Because, if you look at protests and standing up to, and been a whole lot less than 25 million, and a lot of them, that have made change. You can make change with less. But we have the numbers. stretched around the world. We have the numbers, but we're going in all different directions. I mean, there are those that know pi. There are those that kind of think they know pi. There are those that they know pi and they know they're out for their own means or their own gains. Then there's those who don't know pi, don't know. Okay. So from all of those different perspectives, we're all going. I mean, we're going in different directions. And the ones that think they know, depending on, because they know the situation, they know whatever it is, but they're not positively supporting pi. This is all my opinion, my eyes, because, like I said, what I was going through this afternoon kind of showed it. Okay, and I need that in a minute. And then there's the ones that are just in it for themselves. They don't care about him. They just want to hold pi to a certain thing, so they can benefit, so they can take advantage of. Okay, so that's all it is. And I kind of explain my position on that in chat too, and I'll go through the chat in the video. And then there's the ones that don't know. And the ones that are in for their own means, their own motives, are trying to take advantage of the ones that don't know. Yeah, because anybody, at this point in time, anybody that is focused exchange first, I believe is in for themselves. My opinion is in for themselves. They're in for their own gains. Yeah. And they're looking to get it from the ones that don't know. Because they can get, the ones who don't know can be easily led, easily swayed, easily believe. Because that is the norm. That is how crypto has operated since it's come up. Since Bitcoin launched, that's what the space has become. And it's had 13 years of social media, investors, experts, and of putting this out. Yeah. And I'm not, what's the word? I'm not taking anything away from the space or anything away from how things operate today, how coins get onto the market, how they get into the exchanges, how they trade, what they do, how they fluctuate, pump and dump and influence and all that. I'm not taking anything away from that. That is what it is. That is the game. And I will call it, that is the game. Yeah. Yeah. Anybody that knows programming, knows computers, knows crypto, can put out a coin in less than 20 minutes. Or less than 24 hours. From start to finish. There's enough projects out there now that you don't have to come up with your own blockchain. You just jump off of somebody else's. And just create what you're going to create and create a coin or whatever it is. They can do it in less than 24 hours. From start to finish, have it, idea, program it, to the public in less than 24 hours. Yeah. But they're all built on the same model. If most of them are built off of what's out today, it's proof of work or proof of stake, and most people have come to understand proof of work or proof of stake. Yes, you have Stellar, and there's another, I think there's a couple coming up. I mean, from what I found in my research, there are 5 different consensus protocols for blockchain. Okay? And I don't remember them all, because it isn't what I was getting into, but as I was learning. Yeah, I used to watch a lot of stuff on blockchain and Bitcoin and Stellar and I'm not saying I'm an expert in any of them, but it gave me enough. And yeah, maybe it wasn't deep enough, but it was enough of a foundation to get off and run. I've been told that before. I get so much information, I take it and run with it. Well, that's true. But from what I understand from this, there are 5 different consensus. And proof of work is one. Proof of stake is a hybrid offshoot of proof of work. So, then you have stellar and Federated Byzantine whatever agreement and all that. I mean, but they function a little bit different and they do the same thing. And they build blockchain. Now see, blockchain doesn't need the currency, doesn't need the coin, doesn't need to reward the coin. That's the mechanism that Satoshi came up with. Was how to secure the blockchain and reward at the same time. That's what Satoshi. That's the innovation. Blockchain isn't the innovation. Blockchain can run without the coin, and the technology is there, but to protect the information, to create the whatever, that's what Satoshi came up with, or that's what Satoshi figured out, because there were a couple of guys before that started. I mean, they started building it, and they got to a point and couldn't figure it out. Satoshi stepped in. He figured out the mechanism for earning Bitcoin. He chose the word mining. It's verbiage. It's verbiage. That's all it is. It's verbiage. And if you really take it down to the bare bones minimum, it's verbiage, because the coins are already there. The coins are rewarded for the node that solves the mathematical computation. Okay, those are the words he chose. Yes, you are burning energy you need computer power. Now it's GPU power, and physical electrical energy to be faster, to run fast enough to be faster to earn the coin. Well, because of all of that, he chose the word mining because people could relate to it. They could understand mining. Bitcoin was brand new. They could understand mining. That, but what failed to realize is that's not the only way, for one, and it's digital. The program, the protocol that Bitcoin is written off of, 21 million ever is in the protocol. Wow, that creates scarcity. Oh, it's okay. But it only produces so many blocks. It can only produce so many blocks in such amount of time. That's all it can produce. I think it's like 144 a day or something like that. That's all the blocks it can produce. So they can calculate out when that last coin is going to be mined. Okay? So the coins are already in the protocol. The coins are in the protocol. You solve the puzzle. You're the first one to solve the puzzle. You get rewarded coins. You mine them. You get rewarded coin. I've gone over and over on this, and I probably have some videos on it. Okay, but it's what I'm trying to get at is the mindset, the thinking, the how things operate. Okay, and kind of leads into where I was. I mean, I could feel I was starting to get upset. I was starting to get pissed off. I started to get angry. And when I started to get angry, it's not good anymore. No. Because, and here's what I have to back out, and I have to look at both sides. I mean, I understand their position, and I understand part of why they think that way. Part of. But I don't understand the not seeing the other side. I can see their side. I understand where their side comes from. But it's not pi. It's not pi. It's coming from the space. It's coming from what people think they know, or what they believe they know about things, without researching any deeper, because I know they believe I'm wrong. I know they believe that I have no clue what I'm saying. There's not a doubt in my mind. There's not a doubt in my mind. Okay? And that's fine. It really is fine. It's fine to have the differencing opinions. But what I don't feel is fine is when we're trying. We're close to mainnet. We're in November. We're coming up on the 15th. Means we got what, about 45 days? 30? 15? About 45 days before the end of the year. We have about 45 days before the end of the year. somewhere in that neighborhood, 45, 46. I don't keep track of days anymore. If I wake up in the morning, it's a new day. It's a new day. If I don't wake up, then I know you. I mean, that's kind of how I would live my life. Anyway, but we have about 45 days left. And we're still arguing, debating over the same issues that we were back in the beginning. With 45 days left to go, we're arguing about the same things. And I already said, I'm not going to let that information go. Because it's misleading people. It's putting them down the wrong path. And they're not given enough other information for people to make a adult, rational, critical thought decision. Choice. It comes down to choice. When you're being led down the path, that's not choice. That's and if you choose to follow, that's also coming close to 1984. When people are led down the path, because they're not thinking for themselves. And I touched that on the other video. It becomes crowdthink. Then it becomes mob mentality. Then it becomes, you can't see anything but that way. Even when somebody's putting out a different look, take a look at the perspective. Sit down, step back, and take a look at it. Whether you agree or don't agree, take a look at it. That's all I'm asking. And, when I come up, because I usually can come up with a scenario or something to challenge that position. Legitimate, logical, that can challenge that position. And it just keeps going. Who's trying to outdo who? Well, because I still feel I have the white paper, I have knowing what Pi is, and I know what's going on outside of Pi. Even if it's unofficial, it's still going on. I know it. I know what's going on. Okay? Where I believe I'm in the right. And because I have mega mods watching what I do, and I know they watch what I do, because I can step out. They know I can step out real easy. I can cross the line real easy. I'm doing better, I think. I hope. But they hold me accountable, man. If I step too far out, I know I push the lines. I've always pushed the lines. But if I cross those lines, I hear about it from more than one. Yeah. Usually they hit me up in DM. Dude, no, I can't do that. No, can't do that. Don't do it. Yeah. I haven't been talked to too much as of late. But, like when I was first in Mohawk and stuff, oh yeah, I get talked to pretty regular. Because I would push pretty regular. I'm always pushing lines. Okay? Because if you're a free thinker, you're gonna ask the questions, you're gonna push the boundaries, you're gonna test the waters, you're gonna do what, as a free thinker, what, okay? If it doesn't make sense, you're gonna do it. And, like I say, I got to a point to where I believe people, I don't care what age, what mentality you're at, what IQ level you're at, whatever it is, you should have the most pertinent information from all sides to make the best reasonable choice and decision. That's it. And that's how I look. And that usually gets me in trouble. Okay. And then I guess where I get frustrated is the names change, the faces may change, but the bullshit don't change. It's the same bullshit coming from different name and face. And part of what I used today, and it's not, maybe I was blowing my horn. Maybe I was whatever, but it was just the analogy I was using. And it was about the exchanges. Okay? We're back on the kick that it's the exchanges, it's the exchanges. And I'm saying, no, it's not the exchanges, it's not the exchanges. The exchanges are part of it, okay? And yeah, I got pretty adamant about the unofficial $100 value of Pi. because that's where pie needs to be. Cut and dry. Bottom line. Because what's happening is people are looking at the exchanges aren't looking at the majority of the pioneers. Why, I don't know. We are a community. 25 million. I guess they can't do the math. Okay? Base mining rate right now is 0.2 per hour. 0.2 per hour plus 0.08 or plus 0.048 for each active invite. Okay? I'm gonna have a calculator. So it's like 1.2 pi a day or something. I mean, it's some ungodly low number. Now, hold on just a second, I got my calculator. Because my mind isn't... Oh, come on. We got... Oh, come on, calculator. Let's see. Point... You rotten turd. Come on. 0.2 times 24. It comes out to 4.85, 4.8 pi per day. Okay? It's not, I mean, it is what it is. And then, depending on your invites, yeah, you're going to increase it from there, but 0.048 is like 0.05. 0.05, 0.05 times 24. Oh, goddamn. Equals. Come on. If you got the number, put it out there, because I... Piece of caca. Man. Some bitch. If it's 4.8, it's 2.4. If 4.8 is 2.4. No. Cut it down again. 4.8. 2.4. 1.2. You get 1.2 pi per active invite a day. So you're 4.8, 1.2. So 5 pi. We are earning 5 pi minimum. I would say minimum 5 pi a day. Which is, not bad. But you miss a day or whatever it is. So how many, the new pioneer, before they come in, they can get 1 pi for joining. Then it takes them 24 hours to get the other 5, which makes 6. And so, figure 5 a day. 10 days is what? 50 pi? 50 pi at a dime? How much is 50 pi at a dime is what? Nickel? 50 pi at a dime is probably nickel, isn't it? Well, I don't even think they're going to let you trade on the exchange for 50 pi. For a nickel. It'd probably cost you more in fees. So you're going to get 2.5 cents. What the hell are you racing to the exchange for? And what gets me is people are buying it. People are buying it. Whales are going to dump if it goes that high. Whales are going to do that. Whales are going to do whatever they're going to do, whether the price is up or down. What difference does it make? It's not on you. It's not on us. It's on what they do. So what? So what? If a whale wants to sell at 10 cents or $10 or $100 or whatever, if there's a buyer out there for it, what difference does it make? It's not on us. And if somebody is selling at $100 and there's a buyer out there, that means the value is $100 because somebody's willing to pay that. So what difference does it make? That's what I'm not understanding. It's not what I'm understanding. Because no whale is going to influence Pi. Pi is too big. There's too much coin out. There's no way, and this is what I think part of, because of the mentality of the space, that people are, because there are people that are just sitting back. They don't want to push a button every day. They don't want to do that because it's not worth their time. It's a waste of a minute a day. It just cracks me up. A minute a day. Don't want to do it because it's too hard. It's too hard pushing the button a minute a day. Well, it's taking too much of my time because time is money and I don't have the minute to spare. Hell, dude. We piss a minute a day off getting on our phone waiting for somebody, waiting on a phone call. Yeah. So it doesn't add up, it doesn't wash, it's not viable. The people that know. The people can think for themselves. But for those that don't know, well, yeah, mob mentality, oh yeah, this is a waste of time, and this is all bullshit, and this, court's doing this, and court's doing that. It's all crap, man. It's all crap. And that's where I'm still a little fired up, and I could get real fired up over the whole deal, okay? Because it's mob mentality. And what it is people that are pushing to the exchange and selling it to the people that don't know are looking to line their own pockets because they know that Pi will not be that low. No. And they're using the excuse that, well, if you can't sell it on the exchange, then it's not worth nothing. If you can't sell it on the exchange, it's not worth nothing. That's bullshit too, man. Okay. Pi will have, starting out all the way along, Pi will have two deals going on. They will. They will have an exchange, and they will have buying power, value, just like the American dollar. You want to trade on the exchange? Fine, trade on the exchange. Buy stocks and whatever it is. Buy stocks and trade them on the exchange. That's the same thing happening in crypto. The only thing crypto's missing is the other part of the economy, the other part of the ecosystem. Is the part where you go out and use case, utility. It has value, buying power. You can buy stuff with it. Stuff you want, stuff you need. Okay? Yes, Pi is just starting out. Somebody threw up an infancy. Pi is in infancy, and I didn't know what I was, you can't run before, well, I've been saying that for 2.5 years, man. Technically, Pi's still in the womb. Technically. I mean, it hasn't launched to the public. It's still developing. Core hasn't signed off on it. We haven't signed off on it. So, it's still, and I've usually had a baby with a fucking head that can't even move or walk around or whatever, to a point. But over 2.5 years, with what's going on outside of Pi, unofficial outside of Pi, you're writing all that off. And it's a big mistake writing all that off. It's a big mistake. Because what you're saying and where you're thinking and where you're at, they've been through already. They are established. They are trading. They are making trades daily. And their community is growing daily. Unofficial, fine. But it's reality. Yes. And I've backed off of it, but I have used my Pi through their system, through the backer system, to buy stuff I wanted. Not that I needed. I wanted. Like all the thumbnails that I posted. My buddy, he did all my picture with the titles and stuff. That was all friend. Thank you, Elizabeth. All the ones that are Pi with the Pi logo and all that kind of stuff and my name on it and all that, I bought those with Pi from another pioneer. Yeah, a graphics artist. Those were his designs. A few of them I just paid for the use of. A couple of them I paid for exclusive rights that are mine, that I use Pi to buy. Legit sale, legit deal. So, to say it's not happening, you better wake up, because it is. Even though it's unofficial and it's not supported by a core team and it's not, doesn't mean it's not happening and it isn't real. Whether you believe it or not is on you. Whether you agree with it or not is on you. What you think about them is on you, not them. Okay? I know them. Most of them. Yeah, there's a couple of economies that have started up that I probably know who's behind it, who's running it, who's involved in it and all. I probably know them, but I haven't been involved in it. Yeah, because, I mean, the $100 wasn't just pulled out of somebody's ass, or pulled out of the air, or just woke up one morning and said, it's $100, let's go $100. No. And that's where because you think, I know, I mean, there was a comment made, and I think that's what started it. That's what really got me going, because I was already going in this deal, and somebody started talking about, yeah, no, they're, and so what if they are? And so what if they are? They're giving it more value than you are. You're going by what the exchange is going to dictate, and going with it, and believing it, and going to buy into it. At least they're doing something different about it. Hell, if they can sell it for $100, then let them sell it for $100. If we get a $100 price tag on it, and whales want to sell for $100, let them sell it. If somebody's willing to buy it, let them buy it. What the hell? You're willing to do it at a nickel or a dime or 20 cents or whatever it is? You're throwing value away. You're throwing money away. You're taking money out of everybody's pocket, even your own. No, because you're not looking to sell at a dime. You're looking to buy. Why don't you tell everybody you're looking to buy? You're lined up waiting for them to put it on the market so you can buy. Come on, man. Get real. And I explained that in my scenario. I am. And that's where I came up. I've been doing this for 2.5 years. At least 2.5. Trying to educate people. Trying to wake people up. Trying to give them information. Trying to at least point them to where they go find their own information. Well, you can only lead a horse to water. If the damn thing don't want to drink, he ain't going to drink. Well, then don't drink. But it's stupid for me to hold you at the watering hole when you're selling and I'm not on the other side taking advantage of buying it. I mean, it makes no sense. I would be, if I'm not buying at a dime, God help me. Because I'm just letting shit go away. I'm just letting profit go away. I'm letting money go away. If I'm not on the other side buying what I can. And I'll be scooping up as much as I can. I don't care whether I have to beg, borrow, steal. I'll come up with some cash to do it. Hell yeah. Because I know I can get, if it's selling for 10 or 20 cents, you're giving me $98.80 or 90 cents. Giving it to me. Giving it to me. Along with everybody else that you believed. They're not selling, they're buying. I don't care whether... No, whales aren't going to sell at a dime. They don't need to. They don't friggin' need to. They may. Why not? When you have a couple of million pi or whatever, yeah, shit, I can dump a few 100,000. But where does a few 100,000 get them when they know they can go spend that, what they have, they can go spend it for $100? Why would they be... Whales aren't whales. Whales are whales for a reason. They're not... No, they're not just... Okay? So, a whale is going to be on the same side as all the other people buying. They want to increase their stack. They have a different motive. I know they have a different motive. But that's not going to fly a pie either. It's already been proven. It's already been shown. No matter how big you are, who you think you are, you're not going to influence pie. You're not going to influence the value of pie. You're not going to influence the price of pie. Can't happen. Pie is too big. Supply is too big. Community is too big. I'm not, in Bitcoin and all these, when a whale gets ready to go for a swim, when a whale when he gets the itch, somebody knows he's got an itch and they're just waiting to see how he scratches. So they can jump on board. And they create the wave. And they make the money and it sloshes back and forth. That's how crypto makes money. If it's not volatile, you're not making money in crypto. Pi is not going to be volatile. I will almost guarantee. I will guarantee it. No matter how hard you try, Pi will not be as volatile as any other crypto that's out there. It'll probably be even more stable than stable coins, and doesn't have to be backed by anything or pegged to anything. Yeah, that's how Pi is designed. Because Pi's the money. Pi's the money used. Okay, so can only do so much, and if people go that way and they're selling like that and whatever it is, kudos to you guys because you won. I mean, you at least won that battle. You haven't won the war, but you won that battle. Line your fucking pockets. Line it. Because you just took advantage of everybody else in the community. Line your pockets. Go for it. Give her hell. Buy up what you can. Yeah. Yeah, that's... Because you... No, you've lost my... Personally, you've lost my respect. I don't care. Because we're supposed to be a community. We're supposed to be a solid community working in the same direction. And you did it enough to get them to believe so you could line your pockets. Bottom line. Talk about greed. Talk about greed. Greed's still in Pi. I hope we run your ass off. I really do. Yeah, because Pi has no place for it. Pi's looking to change all that. It is. Believe it or not. Pi can change all that. And should change all that. Depending on how things go, will change all that. Yeah. Pi's built on trust. I mean, with the security circles and one person, one account, one node, one mobile device and all that, it's all built on trust. Well, because all you're looking to do is take. You're not looking to give, or you're not looking to help, or you're not looking to support, or you're not looking to... No. It's all about you. It's all about what you can line your pocket with. You can blame it off on... I hear this all the time. Well, if the store owner can't supply his... replenish his goods, then he doesn't have a business. Well, it's not... Are you that store owner? Are you that person? Are you that store owner? Are you the one resupplying your goods? Are you? If you're not, then shut the fuck up. Yes. Because you're leading people in the wrong direction. Because people that are supplying goods, or that are offering goods to the community, know the risk. Willing to take the risk. Know what the outcome is. Yes. Because what they're looking for is people to come into their shop and buy things for Pi. They're willing to offer it for Pi. They're looking for people to come into their shop to buy things for Pi. They're not worried about replenishing their supply. You want to buy them all? You want to buy all their stuff out? Buy it all out. Do it. Do it. Buy them all out. Buy them all out. Buy them all out at $100 a Pi. Buy them all out. Every single one of them. Yeah. Buy them all out. Because they're not worried about replenishing their supply. Not the ones that are buying. Not the ones that are buying products from the outside to keep their store stocked. Buy them. Buy them out. Buy every single one of them out. Guaranteed. Buy them out. Yeah. Yeah. Because they already have their business model. They already have their game plan. They already have their deal. Buy them all out. Buy them all out at $100 a Pi. Man, empty their shops. I mean, I've heard it before. They want you to empty their shop. They do. They do. Guaranteed. Because they already have their business plan, their business model, and they have positive cash flow. So the more you buy, they will resupply their stores. Guaranteed. These are businessmen. They understand. They understand starting out a new business, in a new venue, in a new opportunity. And man, the landscape is wide open right here. They're hoping you buy them out for $100 a Pi. Do it. I'm telling you, you're talking it, do it. Because you're thinking it, you're believing it, whatever. Do it. Buy them all out. They want you to buy them out. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Because they have positive cash flow. They know what it's going to take. They've already planned for what it's going to take. All you did was cement that value at $100. So, how smart are you? Come on, man. Do it. Buy them all out. They want you to buy every t-shirt they have, every coffee cup they have, every mug they have, every product that they have in their store. They want you to buy it out. They want you to buy them out. They do. Guaranteed. Yeah. If I had that kind of capital and that kind of venture and I was I would want you to buy my ass out too. Somebody threw out a bike guy, and this is what kind of set me off. Somebody threw out, if the bike guy can't replenish his bikes. And so, because if you don't understand the business and this store owner, this guy that's selling bikes, is not only selling bikes in Pi. No, he knows he knows for at least 3 to 5 years that he may not turn a profit in Pi. Same thing would happen on the outside. You open up a brand new bike shop on the outside, it's going to be 3 to 5 years. Any new business is 3 to 5 years before you start turning profit. If you're looking to start to turn profit from day one, you need to go take a business class, man. You need to learn what it takes to start a business. You know, you have X amount of venture capital. You're saying the same thing about Pi. Pi's a new product, new business, whatever, and they need venture capital. They want venture capital investors. They need the investors. They need the investors. Well, you guys crack me up, man. You crack my ass up. Okay? Dude that opened the bicycle shop is not just selling bicycles and Pi. He has the venture capital. He has his business plan. He has his mission statement. He has all of his ducks in a row and in order. Yes, is he calculating whatever he can do? Yes. He's also looking at, okay, I know Pi, I'm not, he's aware of the exchange and what's probably going to happen on the exchange. He's not going to be looking to trade the Pi he's earning for exchange for fate to resupply his store. No, he's not going to do it. He knows he can't do it. Going in knowing what you can and can't do is half the battle. He knows he's not going to be, because he's been around crypto. He understands the space. He understands business. You guys are pulling on stuff onto yourself that you don't need to pull on, because they've already figured it. They're in business. They're in business for a reason. So he's got a positive cash flow. If he needs a bike, he grabs it from his other store and puts it online for sale. Okay? How many bikes are going to sell? How many people are going to come and run in and buy bikes? I don't know. Not many. They may buy parts and stuff or whatever it is. Who knows? But if he's got a shop on the outside, he just takes the inventory from the shop he's got, brings it and puts it in Pi, lists it on Pi. If it sells, cool. Right now, what I believe what they're looking for is an income. They want people in their stores buying. They want people, because if somebody's in their store buying, then we're in the right direction. And if we're buying it, and that Pi has a high enough value that the last person with one Pi can come in and buy something out of his shop, that's what they're looking for. That's what Pi needs. That's what's doing what Pi needs, not what we need. Yeah, the last person that signed up for that day has one Pi. One Pi for being, accepting the invitation. They get one Pi. And who knows? Maybe they need a chain or a sprocket or pedals or a seat or something. First, as soon as they join, as soon as they set up a wallet, they can go shopping. They need to go shopping. They need the availability to go shopping. They need to be able to make that choice to go shopping. It's up to them whether they shop or not. But they have one Pi. They need to be able to use it. On the exchange, they can't. Well, you're not going to be. Exchange ain't going to let you sell one Pi for 20 cents. Ain't going to happen. Ain't going to. Tell the people that. Tell the people that you're not going to be able to sell 10 Pi on the exchange for 20 cents. But you're not. You don't. Who knows? Core could put a restriction on that you can't sell under 1,000. You can't sell to the exchange for under 1,000 Pi, or 500 Pi, or 2,000 Pi. Can they restrict? Yes, they can restrict that. Yes. Count on it. Core's not going to let. No, they're not going to. I don't know for sure because I'm not part of Core and I don't know what's in their thinking and whatever. But just looking at the reality and the situation of things, knowing what they can't do, yes, they could restrict the wallet to where we can't sell. They could not link to that, even though the exchange listed. They could not link Pi to that exchange. You have to be linked to it to be able to trade and sell on it. If Core doesn't want to link to it, so it's listed. It's listed. So what? We can't transfer from our wallet to that wallet. And if Core doesn't open up to be able to that we can transfer Pi to other wallets, this is the wallet we have. The wallet we have to use. Tell people that. You're programmers. Tell people that. If Core doesn't link it, and if it only links peer-to-peer, that's the only way we can go. It's the only way we can go. Yes, do I think it opens the door to some other Shady shit, yeah, it opens the door to a lot of shady shit. Underhanded deals behind closed doors and underhanded deals and what, but they're going to go on anyway. They're going to go on anyway. The dollar is one of the biggest. The dollar buys drugs, buys guns, finances armies, gets laundered, all of that. It's the most used currency in the world, man, to do all that stuff. And the British, and the Cayman Islands and all that, man, come on, man. Okay, now I got off track because it's going to happen. To tell me that there's not going to be drug deals going down with Pi, or trading for cash under the table, behind closed doors under the table and stuff. Yeah. Okay. Now, would I be careful? Yeah. Because anything that's illegal outside of Pi is illegal inside of Pi. Just be forewarned. Just be forewarned. Okay? So, but people are people. People will do what people will do. Do I think Core is protecting themselves as much as Core is protecting themselves as much as they can. But if it's not linked, if we can't transfer to a cold wallet, or we can't transfer to the exchange, or we can't transfer to someplace, I don't care what the exchange does, high or low. If it's not linked to it, we can't transfer to it. Tell them that. You don't. You don't. So, okay. So, I missed where I was going with my story and the whatever. Oh, what I kind of put out in chat. Because these business owners know, they want the customers. They want Pi spent in their shop. They've already agreed to supply products for the community. They've already agreed to a value and are accepting Pi at that value. Are we willing to pay? Well, yeah, I'm willing to pay. I'm getting value for my Pi. I'm getting the value I should be getting for my Pi. And that value was set because that's what the last person coming in has one Pi, and he needs something. They have to have the availability, the opportunity, chance, and choice to buy goods and services. Knowing what's coming. I mean, we're still, until we reach mainnet, we get 5. If your invitee is active or whatever, you get 5 Pi a day. Well, you can write a smart contract on that. I mean, if you're looking to go there, that's the availability to write a smart contract, because you have at least 5 Pi coming in a day. So that opens that area to smart contract. Okay, but this person has one Pi, and he needs something, whether it's from the bike shop or food or whatever, because there is a range of things out there. But because the bike scenario came up, we use bike scenario. So the person comes in, and he needs something for his bike, seat, pedal, chain, whatever it is, that he can go to the bike shop, buy what he needs, not get wiped out, and have enough Pi to use tomorrow. Because who knows when that 5 Pi is coming in tomorrow? It's on a 24-hour clock. Once a day, we will get the Pi we earned. But who knows when that's going to be? Okay, and depending on the part of the world, it may not be the same. It may not be 12 o'clock in the noon. It might be 12 o'clock at night, or it might be day and night, depending on where you live in the world. But once a day, the program will pay that Pi. But they still have enough, because they didn't get wiped out buying what they needed initially. They still have a few fractions of Pi left. Well, they can go buy some food. They can go buy rice. They can go buy, and that's where people need to be. They need to be able to use it, and use it, willing to use it, wanting to use it. That's Pi success. When people want to use Pi, that's Pi success. The only way that's going to happen is to trust that you can use it, to trust that they're going to accept it. Okay, that's what you shop owners are looking for. If somebody comes into their shop and they buy something, yes, I don't think they're worried about replacing it, because now you switch to a different deal. I'm a shop owner. I've sold a good. I have pie. Yes, I need to replace that good. But I also have a thrift store, whether it's a thrift store or whatever's going on the outside. I mean, this is an online business. Most online businesses have something behind them. Because it's selling here, because I'm selling it online for pie, doesn't mean I don't have it listed on another website for cash. Whoever comes first come, first serve. If it sells for cash and it sells for cash and it comes out of pie, it comes off my store and pie, something else goes up. To put all your eggs in one basket, or to assume that these people have all their eggs in one basket, don't. People are smarter than that, man. I was thought you were too. Anyway, so, but if I take pie in, I sold whatever, a bicycle seat or whatever it happens to be, maybe $10 or whatever. Well, if I can take that $10 and I can go over to Susie's or Sally's or whatever it is and buy rice for $10. I got, and I can buy $10 worth of rice that gives me enough to feed whatever. Okay, I still haven't gotten into my capital, but I've used the $10 there. Well, okay. Well, I didn't have to stop at the grocery store, Save Mart, Albertson, whatever, on the way home, and buy groceries. I just got them. I just bought them with pie. Well, if I didn't have to spend the $10 that I have out here, because I have it, it's in my pocket, it's in my bank account, but I didn't have to spend it, I can use that $10 that I use for pie, I can use that $10, and I can put it back into my business. I can buy I can replace what was taken out of, if it was a bicycle seat for $10, I can take the bicycle seat, put it back in, and I've replenished my goods. How the fake comes to me, I don't care. If I can spend pie and not use the fate I have, and use the fate I have to replenish it doesn't matter to me how the fate got here. Screw the exchange. Yes. That's economy. That's how economy works. That's what makes economy work. Now Susie or Sally or whoever it is over there can take that $10 she got from me, and she can go buy hair products or whatever it is from whoever down the street. She didn't have to use fake to buy whatever beauty products she wanted. She got them. She got her shampoo. She got her whatever she's gotten from dude over here or gal over here or whoever it is. And then they can take it. And who knows? Maybe they come back because they need something for their bicycles and brakes or something. They come back to my shop and buy those brakes for the $10. Well, the $10 I just sent out just came back to me. All they did was circulate. That's economy. That's how economy works. That's what makes it work. That's what the value comes from, everything behind it that supports what we gave it, what we're willing to accept it. It's the people that are selling stuff, the people that are selling goods. I'm not saying services because you can get into a whole lot but goods. People are selling goods for X amount of value of pie. $100 per pie. They're giving $100 value per pie to come shop in their store. I agree. I will shop at your store. Now, if there's two bike shops, and one bike shop is offering his products for $20 or $50 per pie, and this bike shop is offering $100 value per pie, where are you going to shop? Because we have access to both. Shipping is going to be the same from both. Getting a hold of the products is from the same as both. They're online. It's a push of a button. Where are you going to buy your products from? And what happens? Free market. That's free market. You could have 8 bike shops. If they're all different values, just like today. 8 bike shops have different prices on their products, different prices on their bikes. Where do you go? You go to where you get the best value for your dollar. This is just in reverse. He's given, take it out, okay. He's given $100, he's given $50. So his bike is, let's say No, let's say 10 pi, 5 pi, 5 pi. Well, his is going to be 10. Look at that from that way. So his bike is 5 pi and his bike is 10 pi. Where are you going to shop? I'm going to shop at the 10 pi. I mean, the 10, 5. I'm going to shop where I have to use the least amount of pi. 5 pi. Whatever it is. 5 and 10. I'm going to shop at the 5 place. In my head. Because I got numbers going on. I got garbage going on. I got clogging. Whatever it is. Okay? And if somebody's giving $100 value, and he has steady clientele. He's happy. He's got a steady clientele. He doesn't care whether he's going to trade on the exchange or not. He doesn't even care what the price is on the exchange. Because the exchange is a whole different issue. Yes, would it be nice to be able to convert the pi to fate through the exchange? But she also realizes that if I take what I have in pi and I take it to the exchange, I got to hassle with the exchange because it's not going to happen instantaneous. You're not going to put in a sell order and it's going to happen within 5 minutes. It's going to take a day or two to get that transaction done. So it's a couple of days before you have the fate, before you can replace stuff. And on top of that, you're probably going to have to pay some kind of fees. You're going to have to pay a transaction fee from Pi, even though it may be minimal. Then you have a transaction fee, most likely from the exchange. You're going to have to be. Some of them are pretty high. I mean, I've heard people complain about Bitcoin. The Bitcoin fees are getting too high and too outrageous and too out of line for what it's supposed to be. Pi should never do that. There's no reason for Pi to do that. We have a big enough volume. We have a big enough community that we shouldn't have to worry about fees. They should be able to stay low. And the nodes get paid. Yeah, I am still a staunch adamant for transaction fees being accumulated and distributed, shared amongst the nodes. Nodes need an incentive. You can't leave the nodes out there without an incentive. You can't. In my book, you can't. Because people are still people. Why would I run a node for nothing? Because of the network? Yeah, okay. You may trust me and you may whatever, but I'm still, even though it's minimal and whatever, if you leave your computer on 24/7 now, it's not going to be a big change or increase or whatever, but why would I keep it up? I'm not going to, because I need the incentive. I want the incentive. Even if it's just a little bit, because if I'm getting 5, and I'm getting another 2, and I'm getting another 1, it adds up at the end of the day. It adds up at the end of the day. So, what's going to happen, they're not worried about the exchange because it's going to cost them more to do business on the exchange to get the fate to be able to buy what they need to replace when they already have the fate that doesn't cost them. They already have it. They're using Pi, so they're not having to use the fate that they have to sell the Pi, to get the Pi, you understand? I know you don't. Because if you did, we wouldn't be having this conversation. Okay? Doesn't matter how the fate comes to us. Doesn't matter how the currency comes to us. If you have positive cash flow, even a little bit of positive, you have positive cash flow. Well, right now you have to use the cash flow to buy your needs, to buy your wants. Well, if Pi can relieve some of it, Pi's not the end all. Pi's not, like I said, Pi is not going to put you on some beach drinking Mai Tais and dealing with the naked ladies or naked men or whatever. Pi's not going to do that. It may down the road. We're getting started out. Now that's where we're an infant. You got to walk before you can crawl. I mean, you got to crawl before you can walk and all that. Yeah. Put things in the right context. Keep things in the right context. Let people know in the right context. Because I think I believe you're only giving part of the information. So people are running off half-cocked. They are. Yeah. Because they're not seeing the whole picture. They're not seeing other alternatives, other ways to handle, other ways to deal, other ways to think about things. Because I believe the exchange should be thought of as a business. If you're selling Pi, you're a store owner. You want people to buy the Pi. If you're looking to buy the Pi, then you're going in as a consumer. And if I'm not getting the value that I'm expecting from the exchange, why would I buy there? Why would I even bother going there? If I'm selling and I'm not getting a high enough price, why would I sell? If I'm not getting the price that I want for the product that I'm selling, which is Pi, and nobody's willing to buy it at that. Then why am I selling? Why am I selling? Because they're going to try. Think of it as a barter or as a horse trade or whatever it is. You want, okay, the exchange is saying 10 cents and you want $1. Well, the exchange isn't going to give you the $1. Well, are you going to come down to the 10 cents to sell, or are you going to make the 10 cents come up to the $1? That's all. That's the only thing it is. It's the only difference. When we go in and buy, if they have it at, oh, I got to think about this one because I can get it backwards real easy. If we're looking to go in and we're looking to pay, say, 50 cents, and they have it at $1, but we're only willing to give 50 cents. And if they don't come down to the 50 cents, are we going to go up to match their $1? If you go up, you're giving money away. If you come down, you're giving money away. That's the exchange. Why should the exchange be looked at as anything different? It's what it is. And here's the bottom line. I'm going to shut this one down because I'm over again. I mean, I'm at my normal time. What can I say? Okay. I lost my thought, guys. Sorry about that. I lost my thought, so I'm going to end that right here, and maybe I'll think about it and pick it up, and we'll do another one to it. But it's about how you think of things. It's about if you're going to give information, give both sides. Give it as round as you can. Give them as much information so they can make an intelligent decision. And I don't think it's happening. I think it's all one-sided. So with that, I'm going to cut it loose. Y'all have a good one, and thanks for watching, thanks for listening, thanks for sharing. If you think the content is worth putting out, share it with your friends, share it with whoever it is. Just get the word out. We're getting close, and being this close, I believe people that are watching my videos and listening to the content of my videos and listening to me, watching me rant and rave and do my thing and whatever it is, or you have an idea. They have an idea of what is going on in Pi. It's the ones outside that don't really have an idea, or being led by whatever. Let them know, And like I say, I know my videos are long, and I try to keep them short. I haven't been giving up keeping them short, guys. I'll try. If I can get them down, I'll get them down. If the topic lets me get them down, I'll get them down. But this is about my normal time. This is what's happening. This is whatever. Okay. But you don't have to watch it all at one time. Watch bits and pieces of it. Watch what length of time you have. Watch what you have. I don't know how to put the timestamps where you can bounce all over it, but you can probably drag the cursor and bounce it to wherever you want to bounce to. Just watch as long as you want. Come back, watch for a few minutes, whatever, get what you get, and then go do what you got to do and come back and watch the rest. You know what? You don't have to watch it all one time. But it's just how I work on it, okay? I just want to put that out. So, I do have some more information on some other stuff that's kind of outside of Pi. I'll probably do another one here in a little bit. And get cleaned up and get something to eat and all that stuff. So, y'all have a good night. Be safe. Take care of each other. Pi, man. We're going to get there. We are. I have a spark. I do have a spark back. And when I have the spark, I also get pissy real quick. So, let's do it together. It's going to take all of us, man. Kudos. Later.